All right. Hi, BTBAM Songcrafters. Welcome to the Discord and the project or group, or whatever you want to call it. My name's Connor, and I'm just setting some stuff up. So this is just going to be the mission of what we're trying to accomplish with this tab, with this song. So yeah, the quick goal is to just imagine we write a song. It ends up as a really well-defined, highly accurate tab. In Guitar Pro, Between the Bear to Me, I've always used kind of Power Tab and Guitar Pro type software to get their material sent back and forth and written, and then recorded and performed. So they use this program to learn their music, basically, or to write their music. So the goal is to just make this, one of these, and have it be amazing and like the length of a full song that we've all contributed writing to. And then the stretch goal that may be possible, but we can't expect, is that Between the Bear and Me would eventually get this and say like, wow, if we like this enough internally as a group of people, we might actually learn this and maybe perform this on a Twitch stream, or just record it, or any of that. So those are all stretch goals, though. So people in like the Reddit have been saying like you can't really expect them to actually do that. Blake just said that in that Twitch because like he's being nice, or So I mean, that could be true. Blake is kind of the nicest, most user-friendly person in the band, and say Blake took this finished product and showed it to say like Paul, and Paul would be like, I don't want to do that. So I mean, sure, so we have to go in with the expectation that the band might not want to actually do anything with it, but they might at least like look at the tab and be like, oh, that's cool. That would already be cool. So then what I'm going to do is I'm kind of setting up, like that's kind of like the stretch goal, where Between the Bear and Me takes it up and then does whatever with it, right? But the minimum goal that we can set for ourselves as the actual group is to, if they don't want to do anything with it themselves, our minimum goal could be, well, let's take, what we've done and record it into a track ourselves. So there's going to be roles in the Discord bar where you'll see productionist. It's my almost fancy word for production specialist. And so what I aim to do is get people who are, because I've already had people saying like, I'd love to contribute, but I see you're just composing. So like I'm more of like a person that records music, or like has lots of synth ability, but that's worthless to just a tab, right? Or someone might think I'm really good at mixing or mastering or editing, or getting someone's tracked stuff slip edited to compress it and make it sound good in a mix or whatever. Typically, yes, those people would be useless if all you're doing is making a tab. But since I said our minimum thing to do if Between the Bear and Me doesn't want to do anything themselves with this, is to make a track ourselves with high quality and professional audio and performance skills on the tracks. This is the longest sentence ever. I'm just saying, since our minimum goal is to record a track ourselves, we could absolutely use everybody who's even slightly interested in this, that is like only knows how to play guitar, doesn't know how to write, or only knows how to produce music, doesn't know how to play guitar or write, so on and so forth. So in other words, if you're interested in this and you have any musical inclination, you have a chance at having your work be necessary to get something accomplished. Again, that depends on how much Between the Bear and Me is going to want to do. I doubt we would do both, where they do something with it themselves and we also record it. But since it's pretty likely that they won't want to necessarily just drop everything they're doing and record a song their fans wrote for them, we could take it upon ourselves to do it ourselves and record it. And we could even have people come in as vocalists, whether it's guest vocalists from the metal community, or vocalists who are good and that are interested in the group, and then we could even have like a performance video where a few select people that are, say, really good at the guitar parts, really good at all the other parts, really good at the vocals and the showmanship and the performance. We could even do like a stitch edited video where people are performing it. So the point is, there's endless possibilities for this, and there's no path that this could take that would make all this work worthless. And that's, I guess, what I'm saying is, like, at the bare minimum, we could record this as the track. Somewhere in the middle, we could do like a performance where, like I was mentioning, we get our own people to kind of perform the song that others of us have written. That's like kind of in the middle, and then up the top again is Between the Buried and Me. We'll then vacuum it up, and it's out of our hands, and it's theirs. So, real quick before I run out of time for this mission video, is that you'll see more information about the licensing and like the ownership and rights on the corresponding channel for that, wherever it will be. But to put it quickly, this is all going to be licensed. Everything contributed to this is licensed under the Creative Commons, like, I think it's called open use, fair use, public use, whatever you call it. I'll get all the specifics in the channel, but for now, you need to understand, just in simple, plain language, that everything all of us commit or contribute or collaborate or put into this song, whether it be writing, performance, everything. You have no rights to this in like any kind of commercial sense. It's all being pulled together as a Creative Commons open use resource. It's going to be able to be used, stolen, remixed, remastered, reinterpreted, anything. That's going to be so everything I put into this is 100% yours and anybody else's to use. Everything you put into this is 100% mine. But spoiler alert, I'm not in a band, I'm not in a music project, I don't have the time to do it. People are texting me right now, like, I have classes. So it's not about anybody getting other people's material to use specifically for their own gain. I'm so sorry that I get so many texts right now. It's all about us contributing all of this, so Between the Buried can use it as they please, but also so that if they don't want to use it, we all can use all the material together to make the original purpose of the project and no more. But then anyone who likes it, now this is very slim chance that this will even happen, but it's cool to be able to have this set up this way. But anyone in the future who wants to, say, remix it, remaster it, whatever, put it on YouTube, SoundCloud, do vocal covers, will never have to worry about them getting blocked or strikes against their accounts or whatever, because they're using stuff that through some digital distributor or another assigned the rights of this, to any one person, who would most likely be me, because I would have to figure out how to distribute this stuff, say, to Spotify or whatever, under that kind of license. And then it has to all be like ad revenue and YouTube stuff. It all has to be tied to the distribution account. So again, we're just going to make it Creative Commons open use. So anything you submit to this, if you've written something that's near and dear and you're hoping to get famous off it and make a bunch of money, be careful, because as soon as you submit it to this, whatever it gets turned into is going to be under that license, that open use Creative Commons license. So it's ideal to just write new stuff specifically for the project, because then it's about you contributing your talent to the project for the greater Between the Buried and Me fandom, or whatever you want to call it, right? But if you contribute material you've already written, then it already has this like personal attachment, right? And then you're having to let go of that for the project. So that's my last thing before I run out of time, is check out that channel if you have any kind of songwriting rights, ownership concerns, any like money concerns or whatever. This is not going to be a profit thing in any way. Again, the point is to pass off rights to Between the Buried and Me as a fan contribution. So that's the main intent. And even if they don't do that, we're still going to keep it that way, because it's just a group of fans coming together to make music. Okay, so that's the mission, and a little bit on the legalese. Check out the welcome channel to see who's joining the server. Check out some bot channels. Look for announcements below that. And then down beneath, you'll see the hierarchy of everything else. I might make a separate video once I fully set all those channels up to give you more info on